This breaking news and sharing your insight. Now we move on to our next news. Thailand's antigraft commission will investigate suspended Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra for possible ethics breaches after a leaked phone call earlier with Cambodia's former leader Hun Sen. The call, recorded on June 15th, appeared to show Paetongtarn bowing to Hun Sen and criticizing a top Thai army commander, triggering public outrage and claims she had undermined Thailand's sovereignty amid a territorial dispute with Cambodia. Earlier this month, the Constitutional Court suspended her from duty over the same controversy. The scandal has sparked protests demanding her resignation and prompted her coalition's second largest party to pull out, leaving her government with a fragile majority. Now we move on to our next news. Israel's military said it carried out airstrikes targeting several tanks in southern Syria's Sweida province today, marking a dramatic escalation amid sectarian clashes in the region. The strikes occurred near Sami village, according to Israeli military spokesperson Avichay Adraee, who vowed to be continued in a message posted in Arabic on social media. The airstrikes came as violence between Sunni Bedouin tribes and Druze fighters raged on in Sweida, with at least 89 people killed, including 46 Druze combatants, 18 Bedouin fighters, 14 security forces, and civilians. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights have confirmed the death toll and warned that more could follow as fighting continues. The escalation coincides with Syria's attempts to stabilize the region amid a backdrop of rising communal tensions and strategic interventions by foreign powers. Now we move on to our next news. A devastating fire tore through the Gabriel House assisted living facility in Fall River, Massachusetts on Sunday night, killing at least 9 people and injuring dozens more, including 5 firefighters. The blaze, which started around 9:50 p.m. local time, escalated to a 5-alarm emergency, drawing about 50 firefighters to the scene, 30 of whom rushed in off duty. The facility housed approximately 70 elderly residents. Fire Chief Jeffrey Bacon said that rescue crews encountered intense heat and smoke while evacuating occupants. Some residents were pronounced dead on site, while at least 30 others, including the injured firefighters, were transported to local hospitals. Their conditions range from stable to critical. Officials called the incident an unfathomable tragedy, expressing deep condolences to the families and community members affected. The cause of the fire remains under investigation, with state and local authorities combining through the charred remains for clues. Now we move on to our next news. Australia has fired its first ever Himar's long-range rocket on home soil, joining US and Singapore forces in a joint live-fire drill during the Talisman Sabre 2025 War Games. The Himar system, which can strike targets up to 400 kilometers away, was deployed at Shoalwater Bay in Queensland as part of a strategic effort to bolster defense in the Indo-Pacific. Up to 40,000 troops from 19 countries, including Japan, France, and South Korea, are participating in the massive military exercise spanning Australia's territories from the Indian Ocean to the Coral Sea. Australia is investing heavily in missile defense, including $74 billion Australian dollars over the next decade, and received its first Himar systems from Lockheed Martin earlier this year. Officials stressed the exercise is meant as a deterrent amid rising tensions over China's growing military presence in the region. Let's listen in to the Australian Army Director General on the drills.
That was the most complex combined live-fire exercise that we have undertaken in 11 iterations of Talisman Sabre 25. Just as importantly, today was the first time the Australian Army has live fired our long-range multi-domain platforms, being the Himars. So it is a remarkable day. The Himars will be utilised in conjunction with a number of other weapons platforms, together with our regional partners, to ensure that we have a strategy denial that will allow for security, peace and stability within the Indo-Pacific.
Now we